Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube. I'm Jen, and today we're going to open a Smart Art box. Smart Art is a monthly subscription box for art supplies, and this is their February 2020 box. Let's see what's inside. So first up is their beautiful artwork. Their bright orange tissue paper. And this is a pamphlet that tells you all about the supplies, what's included this month, and project pointers and step-by-step on how to make a creation, as well as price guide. There's usually a page that has the price of all the items that they sent you, their retail price, that is. So look at that in a minute. There's also, they do weekly prompts. So there's weekly prompts right here. Bubbles, I could definitely do that. So let's see what's inside. Okay, first up, I see Spectrum Noir. And this is a Spectrum Noir water reactive dye for blending and distressing. I don't have any of these. I do have Spectrum Noir markers. I also have ink pads, not Spectrum Noir, so interesting to see what the project is this month. But I have this color, beautiful purple color, it's, crushed velvet, and this one, which is parakeet. Let's see if I can figure out how to open it. So 2 stamp pads. We have some sponge daubers, sponge stipplers according to the bag. And these are perfect for applying the ink on your page. 2 different sizes it looks like. Oh, 3 different sizes. There we go, 3 different sizes. We have a lollipop, a cool sticker, a 3-pack of Princeton art brushes, synthetic hair, a 3, a 6, and a flat, okay, a round 3, a flat 6, and a flat 2. They're called shaders here. Okay, very nice. A Spectrum Noir Sparkle Glitter Brush. I love these. I have a couple. I'm not sure if I have this color. Oh, this is clear, so it's just the sparkle. So you can put it on top of anything. Excuse me, sorry about that. With the Spectrum Noir sparkle pens, you just have to take this little round green thingy off. So you open it up. It's not open, so you're okay to open it. Everything's dry. You actually take this off with it. You take this thing off, and then when you click this on, this little piece inside actually pokes through and punctures the valve, and then you have the glitter flowing. Give it a little squeeze, and then it's a water brush type applicator, and there you go. I don't know if you can see that sparkle. I'll definitely show you on a project. This is looking very fun, very much in my alley. I have so many of these. These are actually double-sided, which is nice. Aqua pen graphics. These are the watercolor felt tip pens. 5 colors, 6 colors, 6 colors. Do have some of these already. So we will swatch those in a minute. Last up, we have a set of watercolor postcards in a tin can. So that is interesting. It's Hannah Mule brand, 105 pounds, 230 GSM. I have to say, this is very unique. I've never seen watercolor postcards in a tin can before. So it's very pretty. And there you have it. So, since there is 30 of them in here, we can go ahead and use one to swatch. The first one is bubbles, so I might just do some round swatches just in case I want to turn this one into the first prompt. So here we go. So first we're going to try the ink. And I can't get it. Let's see if there's a better way. Alright, that'll work. Very pretty color. Very light texture with this dauber, but if I do a spin, you can see it a little better. It's a very pretty color. It's called, oops, not that one, Parakeet. And then we have the Crushed Velvet. Very cool. And then I will go ahead and, I know I have paintbrushes, but I'm going to use a water brush just to make this easier. In fact, I'm going to use this. So I'll show you how that works. Just make a bubble. And then this actually acts like a water brush, which is super cool. And it adds sparkle at the same time. I'm going to use a little bit of water just to try to pick up some of the color. I like to have a little bit of water on the one side, or light value. I'll have to improve on that one, but here's a gray. And I do have, like I said, I have a whole set of these from before. It must not have been Smart Art that I got them in, but I did get them in a subscription box. And then I'm going to use the glitter one. Again, just using it like water. But it's going to add sparkle. Then I can add sparkle on top of these too if I want. I did put a little too much. I squeezed it too tight and it came out too fast, so I lost a little bit of that texture look, but that's okay. The inks are water reactive as well, so it's just like using watercolor. might as well keep going with the colors just to show you. Oh, and they are double-sided, so this is a fine tip. So like your fine liner, thing like that, and this is a brush tip for your brush activities or liner or hand lettering, things like that. I just have a dry towel over here. Drying it off. And then the yellow. I use regular water for this one. Just to swatch it for you. This color. And so these pins do not have names, they don't have numbers, anything like that. This looks like a purplish gray. That's a pretty color. That needs some sparkle though, what you think? And then last up is the red. The red needs sparkles. Okay, so that is the swatch. I should have covered that up earlier. Don't leave ink pads open longer than you need to. I usually cover them when I'm doing other stuff, but I didn't pay attention. So there you have it. The very pretty colors. Let's see how much these go for. Okay, so first up, project tools. So Harmony water reacted die pad 2-piece in crushed velvet and parakeet retails for $13.90, so $6.95 each. It says Harmony, but Spectrum Noir is the brand I know it by, so it's Harmony by Spectrum Noir, it looks like. The graphics pen set, 6 pieces. King of Bubblegum is the color palette, I guess. That retails for $15.49. The Sparkle Glitter Pen, which is my favorite, retails for $4.49. Absolutely my favorite thing in this kit. The postcard set, this Handmule watercolor postcard tin, 30 sheets, retails for $15.41. The brushes, they are Princeton Real Value brushes, so they are the lower brand of Princeton, but Princeton's a good brand. 3 pieces, retail for $4.50. And then the sponge stipplers retail for $5.49. Let's see if it says anything about it. Create unique backgrounds or use with stencils is what it says. And then they do have the history of, it looks like, ink pads. So definitely some information there to read. And then instructions on a project idea. So in their project idea, they're covering up the back with painter's tape, and that's just to keep it totally clean. I don't know about you, but when I do projects, try to find one real quick. When I do this, so this is an ATC card that I made for a friend who's probably watching this, and she hasn't received this card yet, but just to show you, if I don't mask off the back, it does get quite messy when I'm doing mixed media, at least. So there is that. It tells you to do that, and it tells you to cut a piece of scrap paper to a stencil. They're using a heart, and then they're doing the dotting just like I did with the daubers all the way around the stencil to make a heart, and then they're writing create on the inside. So very nice. There's a couple more challenges in here as well. Or one more challenge in here as well. This one looks like a cute little mermaid. Oh, it might be a girl. It might not be a mermaid. But she's blowing on the flower and the leaves are going all over the place, or petals are going all over the place. So that is cute as well. And then there's project pointers on the back, and the weekly prompts are bubbles, glamour, splash, and dusk sky. So that's what made me do the bubbles today. And then there's hints before starting your piece. Always take time to test your materials, which we just did. It tells you there's a few different ways to blend colors. Wet an area of the paper first, then draw in the wet space. Blend colors directly with one pen over another. So that's actually pretty cool. I've been doing that with my lettering, where you can actually, so you write your name or write whatever greeting you want to write, and then you take another color on top, and then you just blend it, and it actually has like this magic effect where it just, and of course this is probably too small, where it just seamlessly blends in, and then you go back with the other color, or water. You could use water, and then it kind of makes this gradient effect. Oops. Or you could be like me and mess up all the way. I will do that J a little more, just to show you that gradient effect. The thing with this is if you're not using good paper, like I was using just a bullet journal, it does tend to bleed through because you're putting so many layers on it. So it's not doing so here, but there you can see it there a little bit. So there's that. And this says you can wet the paper first, then draw on the wet surface, blend colors directly with one pen over the other, or use a wet brush after drawing to soften and pull color from the outlines. It can easily remove excess water absorbed into the graphic marker by gently pressing against the paper towel until the marker color is restored to its original color. Use a brush tip on the graphics aqua pens to cover larger areas, and apply soft pressure to gain better control of the color application. And then it tells you all about the challenge. Oh, and then a couple more, sorry. You can pick up the ink pigment directly from an ink pad with a wet brush. Be sure to remove excess water from the brush, so you can just use the brush directly on the pad. And then different ways to use the Spectrum Noir. Actually, this is telling you how to use a Spectrum Noir pen to take off that little green thing, shake it, and squeeze until the ink moves into the chamber. Stop squeezing, and you'll start to see it come through. Give it a shake. So much more delicate than my technique, but I've been using these for a while now. And I don't think I've ever ruined one. So there you have it. That is the Smart Art box for the month of February. I don't think there's a month on here, is there? It doesn't say what month, but this is the February 2020 box. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.